Are we live? Are we live? We're live. Let me know if you're live. I think we're live. Okay, let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about what makes a healthy versus a toxic partner. And we're going to take real life examples and movie examples because actually it was hard for me, or I couldn't think of any real life examples. That doesn't mean there are not real life examples of healthy relationships. That means that a lot of times those real life examples are not on the internet, because a lot of times the people on the internet are the ones who want to chase validation. All right. So the first one we're going to look at, really cool, is healthy relationship. And it comes from a movie with Vanessa Hudgens called, I think, A Night for Christmas. Let me get the screen. I knew I had it. Where is it? It is, sorry guys, got it right here, Netflix. Perfect. All right, here we go. This is such a great scene.
Miss Winters, you will never believe what happened. Grayson is begging me to take him back. Oh? Right? I told him to forget it. Because true love only exists in fairy tales. And from now on, I'm only focusing on my goals.
Paige, I was wrong.
But you said...
No, not about your goals. That's good.
Really?
You know, it may not come around that often, but when it does, you'll
Let me make sure you guys see this well.
recognize it.
Sometimes it doesn't load. This is a great scene
About true love.
about true love.
It does exist.
Really?
You know, it may not come around that often, but when it does, you'll recognize it. When someone loves you completely for who you are, and you want what's best for them too, even if it means it's not with you. Oh, sorry.
That was it. You want what's best for them, even if it's not with you. Oh, why is it giving me an error? YouTube is not ready. Can you guys hear me well? Let me see. Let me know if you guys can hear me well. Okay. I'm just expecting. Let me actually check the stream real quick. Okay. I am online. Okay, perfect. It does work. All right. So, what she said was so important. She said, you want what's best for them, even if it's not with you. And she said, that is what real love is. That is when you love someone, right? So let's get real quick to the PowerPoint presentation right here. And that's actually an example right here of, in my eyes, not real love, which is, let me see, you guys can see this? Yep. Okay. Travis Hunter, he's a football player, and his girlfriend, really famous right now on the internet, what's going on. But let's go real quick what a healthy partner is. Healthy partners lives based on values, cares about your well-being, is living based on values over emotions, is living based on morals over emotions. Build their own life, which means they have passions, they have purpose, they follow their excitements, they have self-worth because they had their own life beforehand and still want to build their own life, so they're not only chasing happiness in another person and live based on chasing emotional entertainment and emotional addiction. A toxic partner is reactive to emotions. They're reactive to emotional entertainment. They put emotions over values, which means they also choose partners based on putting emotions over values. And they care more about their own emotional entertainment, their own emotional reactivity, than they care about the well-being of their partner. They also chase validations, and they usually don't have any passions or purpose that they're building. They're just bored and they live by emotional entertainment and relationships and chasing happiness in another person. All right? Let's get a real life example right here. Oh, actually, let me see. I want to have the chat. Well, I don't see the chat. It's fine. Real life example. Right here. Let's go on. Travis Hunter is a football player. He plays football in college. And let me see if you guys can see that. Okay, perfect. There was I think a month ago, the situation right here. He had his last game, I think, in college football. And he made 3 touchdowns, I believe. And he wants to celebrate. People are celebrating him. He's really excited. He's really happy. And look how mad she is. Right here. We, of course, don't know why she's mad. Now, we don't know why she's mad, right? But we know that this is like the most important game, last game of his career. He wants to be super happy. He wants to have support of his girlfriend. And can it wait till whatever happened? We don't know what happened. Some people say, oh, because he celebrated close to the cheerleaders. And they also have like an agreement in relationships where he's not allowed to talk to women when they are at a restaurant. And she's not allowed to talk to men when they're the servers or something. And look, this is not how someone celebrates their partner when this guy just made 3 touchdowns. He's going to the NFL. He's actually, that's what he didn't know there yet, winning the Heisman Trophy. And he was all smiles before. He was so happy before. And as soon as she came with this face, look at this face. His mood got totally ruined. Now, a month later, he won the Heisman. Let's look at this. This is crazy. He won the Heisman. He takes pictures with fans after winning the Heisman, which is a trophy that the best college player wins, right? And this is not even okay, there's even more crazy thing, but watch this. She's sitting here, right? Mad, being like, when are you ready? As if he's like a fucking worker at Starbucks or that his shift is over. He's literally being supportive of the fans that support him, taking pictures with him, because he wouldn't make any money in the world if he didn't have support in football. If the fans wouldn't be there, he's not making money because no one's watching television. If the fans are not there, no one's getting advertisement money. She said, oh, am I just going to sit here the whole time? He's like, you can go to the hotel. It's okay. Instead of being happy, like this is literally, he won the Heisman Trophy. This is the best day of his life. And there are women like this who, as soon as you are up leveling, get jealous because there's a few reasons that can be. One, they're scared they're going to lose you. So they always want to keep you down a bit. And probably, and I don't know their relationship, but probably inside their relationship, she might tease him, trying to lower his. This is what a lot of people do. And this happens with and we're going to look at it in a second, with the black cat and the golden retriever trend that's happening on TikTok right now, where manipulative teachers, coaches teach their students, teach their followers to always keep your man down, because if you keep bring him up, they're scared to lose them. This is literally a technique, a manipulative technique that gets taught. Now, it could be the jealousy that she's not in the moment, but she literally, I don't know what she does, by the way. Maybe she has a business, but I don't think she does anything. I'm not sure. She just probably graduated. They went to the same school, but he's literally following his purpose. The accomplishment he has, being Heisman Trophy winner, like, she should be so happy and supportive that day instead of pulling him down. Look at her face. And everybody's telling him, look, these kids, they're so excited. They waited the whole time. This is their favorite player probably, right? This is their moment. And she's disruptive. She's disrupting, this is a toxic relationship. Everybody tells the guy, but he's so attached that he only has love eyes, and she's just playing power games. And he's probably in his head, instead of being present with these kids, of like, oh, she's upset again, etc. Look at her. Okay. Look at her. This is crazy. This is absolutely, he cannot even focus. Look, he's like, what are you supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I won the Heisman Trophy. These are people these people probably paid, I don't know if they paid tickets to be that close to him right now, but this is money right here. This is supportive. This is how he pays the bills. Now, go back. Let's check out something even more crazy. This is a comedian, by the way, who told him, and he's like, do you know her? This and this. But it's clear what's happening. Wait, I have to show you guys this. This is here. Please, oh my God. This is where he wins the trophy, right? Wouldn't you say that here, exactly, he was just announced of being the winner. Wouldn't you say that any supportive girlfriend would immediately be the first one to stand up and be excited? She sits right there. I don't know if this is the dad, I'm not sure. Maybe it's the manager. But she still sits. Look, he just won. He gets up. He has to push her or go up. And now we don't know if she was just gonna go up herself, etc. But this reeks of jealousy. This reeks of trying to have power, trying to have control in the relationship. Power games. Power games are also it's not about the relationship. It's about the validation. It's about the ego that's happening. It's about the emotional entertainment. Now, people said that they have an interview where she said, oh, he wasn't my type. And people say, oh, yeah, he wasn't your type until you found out that he's going to be in the NFL. That might be true. That might not be true. I want to be really fair here, okay, because I don't know. But these videos that all come together, if you see like one video, you can be like, oh, maybe she had a bad day, etc. These are so many videos that you see here where it's not being supportive of their purpose, their well-being, right? But just making it about your emotions, or your jealousy, your whatever. And people will leave you based on their emotions, because if they're just reactive, this is what I always teach. If they're just reactive to emotions and thoughts, they will leave you based on these emotions and thoughts. When he's going to be down, when he's going to be injured, when he's going to be hurt, when he's going to lose all his money, is she going to be here? There? Less likely. Very less likely. All right, let's go here. This is an example. I just showed you the movie in the beginning with the beautiful, sorry, I can only show you a movie. I cannot think right now of a relationship, but let's go. Be a little patient also with me. This is my first stream in a long time. I'm trying to make this, I can't even see the chat here. But let's look at here we go. All right. So, the PowerPoint. All right. So we talked about healthy partner live based on values, cares about your well-being, values over emotions, morals over emotions, builds their own life, has passions and purpose. Toxic partner, reactive to emotions, reactive to emotional entertainment, emotions over values, chasing validation or passions or purpose. Your inclination to have a healthy partner in relationship, so you as a viewer, is also based on, are you living based on your values, or are you based on, are you not having any passions, and your own all your hope is based on chasing emotional entertainment or chasing happiness in a relationship, like, or you want to just get rid of loneliness and choose your partner based on that. Are you building your own value garden, which is, are you building physical fitness? Are you going to the gym? Are you building your passions? Are you building your business? Are you having way? Are you meditating? Are you growing yourself? Are you self-developing? Or are you making your whole purpose the relationship and chasing? Because then you're not willing to lose the relationship based on your own values. And when you're not willing to lose the relationship based on your own values, you will be a slave to the relationship, and you will not live based on your values, but based on not trying to lose the person, even if they're disrespecting you, right? So you will stay in the relationship, even if it's toxic partner, based on that you fear of losing, etc. Because you didn't create a stable life. You don't know what it's like to live based on values. And when you live based on being reactive to emotions and thoughts, the brain will constantly give you thoughts of, oh, what if they're soulmate? And if you react to those thoughts, if you talk back to those stories inside of your head, the brain will give you an avalanche of more thoughts, more thoughts, more thoughts all the time, which will warp your reality and which will make you more attached. And the more you guys playing these power games in the relationship, the more you're trying to pretend like you're the person who is less interested, based on being scared to lose the other person and play those power games. You're not really partners. You're two people being scared to get hurt. So you're not partners. You're playing based on not getting hurt, which means you never put number one, the well-being of the other person, on as a priority. Now, these two people are in the spotlight. Most people that are in the spotlight, the internet relationships, a lot of times it's hard to find healthy relationships, because the people who want to become famous a lot of times want to become famous because they don't have self-worth. They're chasing validation. So because they already have these patterns, they're attracting relationships based on these patterns of chasing validation, of chasing emotional entertainment. And it's very common in society nowadays. Let me see. I wish I could see the chat. I wish I could. Let me actually look at my phone. And I can see the chat. Oh, okay. People are watching. Perfect. Live chat. Okay. I actually see the live chat. If you guys have questions. All right. So now let's look at the manipulative things. TikTok. Let me see if you guys can see this. Yep, you guys can see it. All right. Let me know if you guys have a good stream experience, if it's flowing. Black cat, golden retriever. Okay, still got it. Maybe I have to buy a new computer that's faster. Here, this is this crazy woman that's sharing manipulative things constantly. Oh. I wonder, can you guys actually hear the videos? I really want to know if you guys can hear the videos, to be honest. Wait, I can actually tell. Yeah, you're the crazy lady. Let me see if you guys can see this. You guys can hear if I click on it, hopefully. Okay, perfect. You guys can actually hear this. Nice. I hope you guys can hear it clear. I'm not sure. But let's. There was one video. This is. I can't believe. Look how popular this is. This is unbelievable. The manipulative things that get taught. And this is just then manipulative relationships, right? It's not real love. It's based on being reactive in relationships. All right. If we can probably go on popular right here, most popular. Here we go. Let's watch this one.
Women are never happy in their relationships or marriages if they end up chasing their man. That's why you want to become the black cat and he's the loyal golden retriever chasing you. Black cat, golden retriever. Black cat, golden retriever. Black cat, her golden retriever. Black cat, golden retriever. She's a black cat, her golden retriever. Drake was a black cat.
Okay.
That's why they
A$AP Rocky is definitely no golden
You be the
retriever.
and he's the black cat. It doesn't work. Women are never happy in their relationships or marriages if they end up chasing their man. That's why you want to become the black cat and he's the loyal golden retriever chasing you. Black cat, golden retriever. Black cat, golden retriever. Black cat, her golden retriever. Black cat, golden retriever. She's a black cat, her golden retriever. Drake was a black cat. That's
Okay, so first off, she just takes random, oh, he's a black cat, she's not a black cat. If you want to know, a black cat, she says, is the one that's nonchalant, that's playing hard to get, that comes and goes whenever they want. And the golden retriever, and she said it's best to be with someone who's a golden retriever, who's always supportive of you, of the girl, and always runs back to her, etc. There's this one video that I wanted to show you guys with Vanessa Hudgens. That might be it. I think it was a different one. It might.
Black cat is independent. Golden retriever is dependent. Let's use Vanessa Hudgens as a little example. Even though she seems like the ultimate black cat, the ultimate femme fatale, like dark femininity, even in the way she looks in her past relationship, she was a golden retriever. That's why it didn't work. If you with the wrong man and it's the wrong dynamic between
What the
you,
fuck?
you end up being
What the
golden
fuck
cat.
she saying?
Golden retriever is dependent. Let's use Vanessa Hudgens as a little example. Even though she seems
Sorry, guys. This is bullshit. It's so hard to go on the website through TikTok. Let me try one more time.
black cat is independent. Golden retriever is dependent. Let's use Vanessa Hudgens as a little example.
How do you
Even though
stop?
She seems like the ultimate black cat, the ultimate femme fatale, like dark femininity, even in the way she looks.
Like
in her
dark
past
femininity.
relationship,
Like how do
she
you
was a golden retriever.
you don't even know this person. Dark femininity is so crazy what she makes
Golden
up.
retriever that's getting played. You can see it even in the body language. Look how she's clinging onto him. She's so smiley. She's so happy. When
You can see it in the body language on one picture. You want to tell me you can see it in one picture?
the black cat. Look at him. Look at the confidence on him. Golden retriever.
This is she just makes things up. Oh, look at the confidence in him. How do you know the confidence of him just from a picture? Everybody can pretend to be confident in a picture.
That he's gonna leave her for somebody 10 years younger in a few weeks. This is Exhibit B. He is the golden retriever for her. This man has an energy.
How do you know he's a golden like he's a baseball player?
Finally rests in her dark femininity. She can finally become the unbothered, independent queen, and he lets her shine.
This is I want you to know that this is confirmation bias. She unbothered independent queen. All these little TikTok girls, they want to hear that. She's just manipulative. She gives what they want to hear, the unbothered queen.
Loving and caring and compassionate and reassuring. Doesn't feel threatened by their wife, which is the powerful, independent, mysterious, sexy, unbothered queen.
See, she just uses words that you want to hear.
The black cat. And she turned him into
This is such nonsense. She turned him in the golden retriever.
form. I say it again. Men love bitches. They get bored or think they're deserving of better if you're too reassuring and too kind. Vanessa Hudgens was waiting, I don't know, I think 10 years for a commitment or ring. Or
Okay,
something from
first off, let me stop this video. First off, successful men don't want bitches. You know why? They have enough to do with trying to be successful, with building their business, with building their empire. They don't want women who, at least the ones that are mentally healthy, who want to cause drama, right? They want, and this is exactly it, they want peaceful, they want peace. They just want, and they want to uplifting energy, right? So what she's talking about is coming from fear of losing a person. And it's just manipulative techniques. You will never be close to a person in a relationship if you always have to think, oh, this is how I have to react, this is how I have to be, instead of really being yourself, which actually means if you're being yourself based on patterns, yeah, it's not good advice, because it's not really being yourself. It's you based on reactive patterns. If you say, oh, I'm just jealous, no, that's not you. You're being reactive to patterns. But if you being yourself is you living your life based on values, on things that you want to grow, and you have boundaries, you are naturally attractive because you have boundaries, you have values. I can't even see this person's face. It's unbelievable how manipulative this person is. You have boundaries. You build your life based on values, and you focusing on growing. But relationships that are based on, I need to pretend like to be this black cat that's constantly having these rules to make sure that my partner has, because really this black cat and golden retriever game is based on making the other person fearful of losing you, right? And girls who have been hurt love this relationship advice because they're like, I don't want to ever be hurt again. So I'm going to use these manipulative techniques to make my partner be scared of losing me and never know what I'm doing, never know, giving them anxiety with mind tricks. And your whole life, it's a sad life to live because your mentality is always busy with trying to, and do you see it? It's not this power. It doesn't come from power like she describes. It doesn't come from power at all. It comes from fear. It comes from fear of losing the person. It comes from fear of being abandoned. And you don't live your life. You don't grow things. Like, grow your passions, have standards, have values, and live your life based on how you want to be instead of clinging and trying to keep a person in your life. If it's the right person, it will be the right person based on both people's values. And those relationships exist. There's right now, you might not see them a lot on social media because many people on social media are just flashy lights, chasing emotional entertainment. But there's right now a woman in Texas who is an 8, a 9, a banging, beautiful woman, right? Who is with a guy. She's supportive. He loves it. He wants to stay with her forever because they have similar values and they want to grow together and they trust each other. They want each other's well-being instead of trying to control the other person's mindset and making them reactive to anxiety and jealousy. That's what this black cat and golden retriever thing is about. It's about making each other jealous, making each other staying on your toes. Go ahead. If that's what you look, go ahead. If you believe these, that kind of relationship advice, if you think it's going to work for you, try it out. I'm not even telling you it's going, but it's going to be really sad relationships, and you're never going to express yourself. You're never going to be a full human being because your mindset is clinging to making sure that person stays in your life, but not based on actually doing valued actions to support that person, but based on the fear of losing. But if you actually have values and you do actions of love, if you do actions um, that are honorable, healthy people will be with you. Yeah, if you need emotional entertainment, you need chasing validation, if you don't have self worth, those are the toxic relationships you will attract. But you also will not build anything in life as effective as you can because you constantly attached. And so many people are, I have so many clients who are constantly, their mental is constantly busy with thinking about that person and never trusting that person when they're away and constantly texting them for reassurance, etc. And this guy here needs to play football. He needs to play football. He needs to be successful. But if he has this person here who constantly is jealous of his success, he cannot be this full football player that he wants to be. You know? That's just it. And this is what I wanted to present today. Is about healthy people live based on values. And they exist. They really exist. And they care about your well-being. They put values over emotions. That doesn't mean we don't have empathy with other people's emotions and can be supportive. But that means if you are reactive constantly, if you make the priority emotions, you will always put the emotional reactivity also about the valued actions in your relationship. And you will be hard to be with. You will not be a good partner, and I wouldn't want to be with you at all. So toxic partners are always reactive to emotions and thoughts. They don't have awareness, by the way. They think that's them. You think that you are just a jealous person. You're just a shy person. You're just this person. You don't have cognitive diffusion, which is actually the differentiation between you and your thoughts, you and your emotions. So that's, if you want to have healthy relationships, that's what you want to create. If you want to constantly live your life based on addictive relationships and jump from addictive relationships to addictive relationship, always being jealous, always being insecure, and always trying to control your partner with the black cat and the golden retriever technique, then you will never feel free. You will never be your true self. You will always be reactive to emotions and thoughts. You will always be reactive to patterns. And you will train your brain to be reactive to patterns. You will train your brain to give you more jealous thoughts, more doubt, because that's the brain, the language of the brain's behavior. And the brain's like an algorithm. It gives you more of what you use. It's so logical, right? We know this from acceptance and commitment therapy. So the more you are spending time on those stories inside of your head, the more you're doing these manipulative games, the more you show your brain that you're actually really fearful, and the more the brain freaks you out. You're not in power. You're not this powerful black cat like that crazy lady on TikTok is telling you, because all the actions you're doing is based on fear. It's not based on trust. It's based on past hurt. You got cheated on, and you think every man is like this. And that's what people love. People love these black and white videos, black cat. And it's black and white videos. It's rules that they give you. But life is not. There are principles, certain, of course. But this is just because people chase safety and control. And they got so hurt that now they need these rules. Because if not, they're scared. And then these manipulative teachers are telling you, no, you will lose. You will have another woman come take your man away. Like, she talks like this in this video. So this is just dumb, disgusting. And if you have a high IQ, if you are intelligent, you know that this person is trying to get views. This person is trying to get make you reactive. And she literally tells you what you want to hear. Oh yeah, queen, you're going to be the powerful queen that's never going to get hurt and never going to get abandoned. That's what you want to hear. And then you follow these rules. And you will see years and years go by and you will just have addictive relationships. And you don't know how it is when you can be yourself in a relationship, when you live based on values, when you don't have to hide behind a mask. But this is what they teach on TikTok, right? These masks. Let me see if I can actually show this to you guys here. So manipulative techniques in relationships. They only used fear-based mentality. And they only used a lot of times by women and men who come from trauma, right? And they don't want to experience that trauma anymore. Who got cheated on, abandoned, betrayed, etc. Right? Bullied. And then you're always in a position of fear. It doesn't come from power. They don't come from power. Right? This means you're always reactive because you always are trying to control the emotions and thoughts of the other person. Because to keep the person in the relationship, you need to get them emotionally addicted. And you do that with hot and cold games, pretending like you're caring less. And it's always this power game. Powder games. Especially like the black cat and golden retriever is such a coping mechanism because basically golden retriever, they're looking for a yes man. Someone who's not going to hurt your feelings, not going to, so this is like a coping technique. But all of this is coming from hurt women, right? And they love, and women who are running on ego, because the words she uses is always queen, dark, powerful. Oh God, even me, like I'm throwing up. I can't even write this, etc. But it doesn't come from power; it comes from fear, right? So, what's the other way? Because there's another way. I'm showing you guys now. There's another way, which is healthy relationships. And they are based on two healthy people who know how to be emotionally fit and live based on values instead of being reactive to emotions. Maybe going into the next. I'm going over the page. You guys know when I write. Being reactive to emotions. Right? Now, these two people are not only obsessed with the relationship, they love each other dearly, but they know how to create their own joy in their life. They both have purpose. They built something like business. Actually, I can give you guys a good example of a real, in my eyes, a healthy relationship that's even in the spotlight. And you guys might be surprised when I'm saying this right now, but let me see if you guys can see this. Let me see. You guys can see my screen right now, or if it's still in the, or still in the PowerPoint. Okay. Now you can see. Okay. You guys are going to be surprised what I'm going to type in right now. Jake Paul, right? And his girlfriend. And they were really mad that Utah Laerdam is her name, right? Got in a relationship with Jake Paul because they thought, oh, he's this Disney, not this Disney kid, this obnoxious social media, which he was. He really was that. And he's still, of course, a bit like he knows how to play the game of social media. He knows how to be, he's a really good businessman. But she's a world champion speed skater, right? And this is very important to her, really important. And it seems I've never seen them actually have any toxicity. It's always like he shows love to her, she shows love to him. I never seen them like her be jealous of his success or him being jealous of her success. There's even like a video, if we go on like, I would say Jake Paul Instagram, where he's just in, imagine me going on his Instagram, they're broken up. Where he's just like cheering on her in, I think she's from Norway. I don't know where she's from, guys, but she has something and he has something, right? He is really, he was just fighting even though I thought that was stupid, fighting Mike Tyson. He's way too old. Of course you win, you're in your 20s. See all. So there's, of course, things that I don't agree, right? But from the relationship, so you don't let me do this. That's okay. From the relationship, I always see them being very healthy, actually. Right? They run together, they work out together. She has her own thing. She's an athlete. He has boxing. They're always supportive. Here, I think she was in the Olympics. So she has something, a purpose, right? The relationship is not the only thing that she's obsessed about, and she knows how to be grounded, she knows how to be emotionally fit, she knows how to be disciplined. So in relationships also, when she might not feel good, she might be reactive to not reactive, she might have like tired or bored or whatever, but she's still supporting her man. So this is actually a relationship. So now that I was able to give you guys actually a real life example that I do believe is a healthy relationship. Yeah. So athletes, business, creators, right? But if you just have a girlfriend or a boyfriend who's bored and their only purpose is your relationship, yes, it's going to be obsessed. There's nothing else that they have. And they're more likely fear of losing because they don't have values. They don't live, they don't grow their life. They don't grow their life based on values like physical fitness, business, relationships, relaxation, friends, relationships, right? Friends is also important if you isolate in relationships. So this has to be trained though. This is a skill because you are living mindfully outside of your head. And you're growing your life based on values. Because, yes, you can also have values, but you're still spending time inside of your head and you are controlling thoughts, you're controlling emotions, you're trying to manipulate the relationships, and then the brain gives you more thoughts inside of your head and you're reactive to those patterns. Yeah. But if you, and a big thing will be also meditation because it's all about being aware of those thoughts and emotions and realizing you are not those patterns. I talk about this all the time in the emotional fitness book on the practices and the tools. Moment by moment, it's a moment to moment practice, right? And you can change yourself if you are reactive to emotions and were in toxic relationships all the time by having self-love and building your life. And in the beginning, it's going to be challenging because the patterns want to suck you in. And this is where you have to be okay with being uncomfortable because you have to change the algorithm of the brain. And you can only change that with your focus and your behavior. But if you keep checking the Instagram, if you keep controlling things outside of your head, inside of your head, the brain just gives you more of the same algorithm. So, by moment to moment, living based on valued actions, which doesn't mean actually to suppress emotions at all. It means to accept emotions. But what's happening if you do that, instead of being so reactive to emotions and creating a oversensitive algorithm, you're actually balancing your emotions out and you're creating emotional fitness. And by the way, this is all from my own experience. This is not just something I regurgitate information, etc. This is all, I practiced this for years and years and years and changed my brain because I used to have really strong OCD, which is being reactive to thoughts and emotions. And by that, you, with your focus moment to moment, you are changing the algorithm of the brain. Which also creates emotional fitness. And you create self-worth because instead of chasing the validation of another person, you are showing the brain that you value yourself because you're doing the things that you value. Do you guys see how logical this is? But you have to understand that this is a practice. And of course, the TikTok manipulative creators want to give you the black cat and golden retriever method because that's just tricks and tips and you don't have to actually work. Like that's why people want to take Ozempic instead of going to the gym because they don't want to actually see it as a long-time game. But with a long-time game, you're creating skills and everything gets easier. It's like in the gym, the stronger you get, the easier the weights get. So this is a great quote by Mark Freeman. People overestimate what they can achieve in a short time and underestimate what they can achieve, sorry guys, in a long time, right? And this is why most people are not going to make real changes in self-development, relationships, etc., because they're not willing to work on themselves like working in the gym. And that's why people are attracted to these manipulative tricks and they never truly change themselves. They only do tricks and create actually more reactivity to emotional addiction in relationships, right? Oh, pure divine happiness. You said fear-based steps. That's right. Hello, the last screen was great. Love that you're choosing this topic. I hope society can get back to bringing out healthy relationships. Yeah, there will be a shift because it got so much, especially in the Western world, in the big cities, the leftist cities, it just became about being reactive to emotions and thoughts and trying to have ego dating and trying to care less than the other person, being so scared, texting less, etc., instead of becoming your own true purposeful human beings who builds their life so much and has standards and values that you automatically attract other human beings like that, right? It's going the long route, the strong route, the emotional fit route. Same thing with physical fitness. But until now, it's only like how many people go to the gym? 10%? Even less of the population, right? So, yeah, that was my stream for today. I would, since it was my first stream, there's not a lot of you guys in the chat. I don't even know how many people are watching. But if you have any questions or if you want to share something, I would love to answer. I know. And let me know how the quality of the stream is. I might have to buy new equipment. But yeah, if you guys have, I can see the chat, I guess, right now here. If you guys have any questions or you want to share something, let me know. If you want to see other streams, other topics, let me know. I want to stream more often from now on. Give you guys more value. I want to interact with you guys more. And this is also a long time game, right? Same thing, because this was my first stream in years. But the more streams I'm going to make, the more you guys are going to tune into life, and the more I'll learn about how to be a better streamer. I hope I will see the quality after. Maybe I have to buy some new things, have to change something. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. If not, see you guys on the other side, right? You can also message me on Instagram. If you want to learn how to build emotional fitness, you can get my book. It's in the link in my bio on my TikTok, on my Instagram. Star Jesse Taylor. And it's also in a lot of videos here. It should be also on this video right here. Yeah. I don't see any comments, but I wish you guys a beautiful day. Let me know in the comments, so the people who rewatch, what videos you want to see or what questions you have. We want to talk more soon. If you tune in, more people can come in and we have more comment and can talk more in the comments as well.